Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and please untie the knot in your earphones before you start streaming. There we go. I hope you can all hear me. How does that sound? Oh, that's better. I can hear myself now. Wonderful. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the knockouts. Let me know you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. And another 2 games today. The calm before the storm. It's England tomorrow. But look, let's just park that. I've done a preview of that. Go and watch that. Stress about that tomorrow. Croatia versus Spain first up at 5 p.m. today. And then it's the French versus the Swiss at 8 p.m. We will be here for every kick. Extra time. You know how I love extra time. Extra time potentially in either of these games. Penalties, we haven't had them yet. Only extra time once in Italy versus Austria. That was last night, 2 nights ago now, wasn't it? Where have we got up to in these brackets? Let's bring them up. Let's go full screen on that. So the first team through down the bottom there was Denmark, who beat the Welsh. A shock yesterday. The Czechs beating the Netherlands after that red card for De Ligt and a couple of goals for the Czechs. They go through to play the Danes in the quarterfinals, meaning a potential opponent for either England or Germany, if they were to get to the semi-final, of the Czech Republic or Denmark. How about that? Up in the top half, we knew Italy. They were through on, I'm losing track of my days now. Saturday night, Italy went through in extra time over the Austrians. Just a bit too much star power from the bench in the end for the Italians. And last night, the Belgians, maybe some English fans are going to learn a lesson from the Belgians last night, who started with De Bruyne, Hazard and Lukaku up front, but were very happy to sit in and defend their 1-goal lead throughout that second half. And they are into the quarterfinals against the Italians. Now, we're essentially doing the remainder of the top half of the draw tonight. Obviously, Croatia and Spain will get a team through from there, and then France, Switzerland. So we have no idea on England until tomorrow night. Obviously, could have mouth-watering quarterfinals in the top half. We could get France versus Spain, which are, well, the recent World Cup winner from 2018 and obviously the European champions from 2008 and 2012, the Spaniards as well. So a very glittering top half of the draw, let's just say. Let's go into this one and we will have a look at the teams. We'll say some hellos in the comments. I can see plenty of you in there. Great to see all of you. We're in it for the long haul tonight. Another couple of games for us. Shall we go through the teams? And you can give me your thoughts on this bunch here. Let's deal with the Croats first. In goal, Livakovic of Dinamo Zagreb. The fullbacks are Gvardiol at left back, also of Dinamo Zagreb. And Juranovic comes in of Legia Warsaw. Vida of Besiktas and Gilletta Carr of Marseille are the centre halves. We have had Lovren in there. I think Vida's been in there all the way through, but Gilletta Carr, he played against England, didn't he? Comes back in. Another player who played against England who's been in and out is Brozovic. He will sit in central midfield. Remember, no Perisic today. He probably would have been front left, but it does have a knock-on effect around the team. The brilliant Modric at number 10. Kovacic of Chelsea is number 8. That's your central midfield for the Croats. Up top, down the middle is Petkovic with Vlasic, 13 of CSKA Moscow to his side, and Rebic of Milan to his left-hand side. So 1, 2, 3 Dinamo Zagreb players, but we do have representatives from Chelsea, Milan, Inter, and Real Madrid in there. So a smattering of very, very big European giant club players there. On the bench, there he is, representing the championship. Simon Sluga, you'll have to see it. Kalinic, Bradaric, Skoric, Orsic, Vlaško, Ivanisevic, Bracalo, Badelj, Palisic, Kramaric, and Budimir, up fills up the bench. Let me know your thoughts on the Croats. What you think of that lineup? Who are your players to watch? Is Modric going to miss his mate Perisic today? I wonder, could that be key? Let's look at the Spaniards. And the sense with the Spaniards is that they couldn't hit a barn door, could they, for the first couple of games? Massive XG, but not many goals. And they hit 5 in the third game as the Slovakians collapsed in front of their faces, didn't they? Here's your lineup for Spain. Simon in goal. Left back is Gia of Valencia. I don't think we've seen him, have we? Gaia, not Gia. Laporte and Garcia, Manchester City pair at centre half. Azpilicueta, another Chelsea player, going up against his mate Kovacic on the other side. The great Sergio Busquets there in midfield. The one holdout, apart from maybe Jordi Alba, someone who did the research for me, no doubt, from the golden era where Spain won 3 major tournaments on the bounce. Pedri of Barca and Koke of Atletico are the partners for Busquets. Not Xavi or Iniesta, but Pedri. I think he's only 18, isn't he? He's quite the player. I think he'll grow into a really brilliant international player, won't he? Morata up front. Splits opinion with his goal-scoring record, doesn't he? Sarabia of PSG down the left, and Ferran Torres, another Manchester City player. 1, 2, 3 Manchester City players in the starting 11. Remember, Bernardo Silva and Ruben Dias of Manchester City went home yesterday after the Portuguese were knocked out. Let me know your ones to watch in that Spanish starting 11. There's the bench. De Gea, Sanchez, Torres, Llorente, Alba, Rodri, Olmo, Llorente. We've got Marcos Llorente and Diego Llorente there. Oyarzabal, Ruiz, Thiago, and Gerard Moreno, who we've had in the starting lineup for a couple of games in what was, until the last match, considered a bit of a misfiring Spanish attack. That's the size of it. One more time. Should we go just back to the brackets? Which way do I go on here? Need to click forward, not backwards. There we go. So back across to the brackets, the Croats and the Spaniards in that second rung down of the draw. And they are playing to face either the French or the Swiss in the quarterfinals. Can they get there? They've certainly been in, in the winning position, finals, semi-finals, etc., throughout the recent tournaments. Right, should we go to some of your comments? So I'm looking for your thoughts on the 11s, players to watch. And then, if you like, we can go to the predictions. Give me your predictions for this one. Will the perhaps misfiring Spanish of the first 2 games return? Will the Croats block up that midfield like we know they've been good at and be able to hold on to the ball in there? I make the Spanish slight favourites, but not massively so. Luis Enrique's come as Jeremy Clarkson by the look of it in his shirt and jeans there. You love to see it. Right, let's go to your comments then in the chat. What are we saying? Welcome, Alistair, Mr. Radio Floyd, Mr. E. Jay feels confident in Croatia. There you go. John, killing the last 15 minutes at work before I can go downstairs and watch this. Working from home. Beautiful stuff. Purple Bungalow, welcome along. MJ Yusav, welcome to. Who else are we saying hello to? Ethan, Amanda, Plucky, going for Spain. Adriano, buongiorno to all. There we go. Anyone else we're saying hi to in the chat? Lovren is suspended. I think it flashed up at the bottom there. Alistair wants to stand up for Reading. I'm sure Reading will get mentioned at some point. Everybody does. Battle of the midfield. Busquets v Modric. Interesting, yeah. Try getting the ball off that. Bits is here. Oh, God, I didn't put the poll up. That's why you didn't see the results of it. Sorry, Bits. My bad. So the Bits and Bloom bet. Goals. Spain to win over 2.5. France to score 2 goals and 5 French corners. Someone take a picture of the screen now so I remember the bet I'm showing. Great stuff. Bits. Croatia +1. And a French win there for Jay. What else are we saying in the chat? Vermeil, 11 quid on Croatia. Nice one. Amanda, excuse me, says 2-1 Croatia. No, Perisic today. Luka Modric went to Real Madrid and won, everything. And the Ballon d'Or and got to World Cup final, which no English players can say since 1966, can they? Get your predictions in, please, guys, on this one. Look at that draw. Oh, stop it, John. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure we'll talk about that game tomorrow during the course of things. But yes, draws opening up and all that. Don't let me get excited like I did at the World Cup a couple of 3 years ago. Jez fancies Croatia today. Some grafters in there. You love it. Spain 2-0, says Plucky. Croatia 1-0, says Ewan. Heartbreak versus Denmark in the semi. Stop it. Where would that be? Would that be if it was at Copenhagen? Yeah. I don't know whether it'd be at Wembley or not. Spain 1-0, says the Rebel. 1-1 no, Paddy. I'm not accepting extra time today. I don't want it. I'll accept extra time in the second game, but I want my dinner in between. Working for a Danish company, I hope. For the love of God, you are wrong. There you go. Welcome, Leeds 2021. It's a handicapper, Jay, is it? Good luck. Good luck, all of you gambling. Lula, Spain 2-0. Chris, Spain will edge it for me. I still think Croatia are average at best, and now without Perisic, who got moved to the left, didn't he, and scored. Did he score in both the last couple of games or the last 1.5 games he played in his normal position? Denmark beat us at Wembley. They did, didn't they? There was a red card in that game, wasn't there? Wasn't there? I think did we get 2 red cards in that game? Was that the one where Christian Eriksen scored a pen, didn't he? Was it the one where Harry Maguire got red carded? I don't recall. Too many games cycling around my head. Who's wearing rich colour here? The Spanish in white and the Croats in dark blue. Am I right? I think I'm right. Yeah. Not the best angle. Yes, I am right. I'm right. We have kicked off, by the way. Yeah. It's not dark blue at all. It's black and grey that the Czechs are wearing. We are in Copenhagen tonight. We'll get you a time sync as soon as is possible. Frankly, when I look at the clock at the right time, it's coming up the end of a minute. And we will get into this one. It is Croatia versus Spain. Here is Garcia of Manchester City, stepping over halfway. I was going to say this is our 5th round of 16 game watch along on the channel. We did 23 group games. Ergo, this is game number 28 on the channel. Unbelievable. We've watched a lot of football. As ever, get your comments in. Have you say she, I'll drive the debate. I will read the best ones. Do not A, cry if your comment doesn't get read out, or B, repeatedly spam it or ask me to read it out repeatedly. Keep that chat flowing. A little touch inside by Aspilicueta from the right. It's going to go into central area, but the Croats all very compact to start the game as we come up to the 90-second mark. Although there's a clip over the top. Good take by Livakovic in goal. It was the attempt at the killer ball early on. It was Gaia, the left back, running in behind. Very high up the pitch. Here comes your timestamp for 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Sync. That is 2 minutes. Get everything lined up. And hopefully we can all react to stuff at the same time. In the chat, I'm on an ITV feed through a television set. So if you're watching on ITV Hub or on a smart TV, you may be behind me. If you're watching on an actual TV feed, not a satellite, smart TV, you might be ahead of me with the YouTube lag. So either pause yourself for a couple of seconds or pause me for, tends to be about 30 or 40 seconds actually, if you're watching via the internet. Let's give Benjamin a blue thumbs up. Let's do it, Adriano. Let's very much do it. Thank you very, very much. David, welcome along. 2-1 to the Croats. Not sure the Danes get past the Czechs. They impressed John against the Dutch. Welcome, Lee. The Czechs are rock solid. Appearing so yesterday with Holeš and Souček in front. Hashtag read my post. It's the only time I'm ever reading that hashtag out, ever. Bits, dearie me. Here come the Spanish. We'll get to Lula's comment in a sec. Inside from Koke, Busquets. Again, we'll say the same thing we've said about Ronaldo and Neuer and Muller about Busquets. Enjoy him while he's still playing. What a great player he's been. Lula, I'm Spanish and a Real Madrid fan. Feel a little orphan with this team. Yeah, no Real Madrid players. And in fact, there's more Real Madrid players in the Croat team than the Spanish team with Modric in there. As expected with Luis Enrique. There you go. Hoping they'll get themselves together today. The Czechs and Danes really could go either way. 1-1 and penalties. Lee, I'm not up for that at all. No extra time for me, please. Only in the second game. Of course, this is more to do with my dinner plans than what I actually think is going to happen. 4 minutes. Well, I've already had my cooked lunch today, so I just got to make some toast or something in the 45-minute gap. Spanish probably edging it so far there. Foul given on Morata by Brozovic of Inter. Morata of Juve. Those two teams love each other, don't they? Shakir of Turkey is the referee. I think we've had all of them a couple of times now, haven't we, in our 28 games that we've done. It's a free kick to the Spanish, which Koke's there as the right footer, Sarabia as the left footer. Looks like an in-swinger. Yeah, Sarabia comes up, pops it in, headed up in the air. I think it was Brozovic. Modric goes with Koke. Vida heads out very unconvincingly. Morata plays a hospital ball back up the line. Swept into the box, nodded down. Oh, it just bounced up for Koke. And it was, I guess, torso height when he wanted it on the half volley. And, yeah, they're the better side, the Spaniards, so far, aren't they? Who's down now? Gvardiol. No glass of red today. I can't drink every day, and I'm going to need to drink tomorrow, for God's sake. If Croatia win, it proves England's group was very strong. Oof. That will shut a few people up, won't it? Well, no, it won't, will it, Rebel? Could that attack be any less Spanish, says Dave. Channeling Chandler Bing there. I love the Croatians for turning the Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, that was when Davor Suker chipped Peter Schmeichel, wasn't it? Brilliant. What do I think of Luis Enrique's selection? It's just, I mean, it's not his fault, is it? But it feels a little bit light up top, doesn't it? And it feels transitional. But hey, that's why he's what his brief is and what he's been brought in to do. He had a similar thing to do at Barcelona as well, didn't he? Try and transition the end of a great era into a new one, basically. There is Gaia, the left back from Valencia. Welcome, Annie. Here come the Spaniards, who are having a lot of the ball thus far. Big diagonal attempted, looking to get Ferran Torres in on the right. Cut out and knocked back in to Livakovic, who clears long. Pretty much one-way traffic so far. Although, as I say that, the Croats win it back. Good intensity to Spain thus far, though, isn't there? Busquets. Pedri. Can anyone, or does anybody know, or can anyone check for me? Did Pedri come through at Barcelona, or did they sign him from somewhere? Here's Busquets. Azpilicueta. Nice one down the line. Good feet. Excellent play by Ferran Torres there. Good strength. Referee Shakir says one more, and you're probably going in the book. Kovacic that time with the foul. I wonder if they're going to be sharing them out. Another free kick to the Spaniards. Koke's going to take this one. Outswinger. Fell on the edge of the box to Azpilicueta. He headed it goalwards, but it was kind of a token effort at goal. I thought so. That's Palmas, yeah? I don't want to get all pedantic, but I was just watching the ITV start, and Ian Wright said he came through La Masia, and I thought, no, he didn't. Anyone know how much he cost? Pedri's only 18, isn't he? Maxwell gave a huge in-depth response about Matt Penny. Surprised you remember I'm a Wednesday fan with everyone you meet on this platform. Of course I do, Maxwell. That's the joy of doing this. Meeting lots of fans. I haven't read it yet, Maxwell, I have to say. Has that gone through, Matt Penny, to Ipswich? Yeah, it's supposed to be getting a Salford keeper today. 4.5 mil, 5 million euros. There we go. Welcome, Football Live. As well, Koke to Busquets. Very un-Busquets-like pass there, but still finds his target. Gvardiol tries to knock it in. That's a nasty-looking foul, actually, by Garcia on Petkovic up top. He went right through the back of him. Let's have a look at this. Is that worth a yellow card? He got caught by Busquets on the front end as well. Proper hatchet job by the two of them there. I don't think the ref's going to get the yellow card out. No, he's not. Modric, quick free kick by him. Gvardiol down the left-hand side. Gvardiol crosses into the back post. Interesting header by Gaia there, right back across his box. Modric jumps onto it, and it's deflected out of Brozovic. It's going to be a throw-in to the Spanish. We'll get some numbers up very, very shortly. So I'm just getting the SofaScore readout on the other monitor so I don't have to keep nudging about. Wow, 86% possession to the Spaniards. Do you remember the Spain-Sweden game where that number managed to ride out for the longest time, didn't he? Goodness me. Could put up a big number there. The XG, nothing doing really yet. 0 for the Croats, 0.04 across the first 11 minutes. So reasonable to argue that the Spanish are on top here. Give you a live subscriber check. We are 17,559. Wonderful. Please do hit subscribe. 17,600 is our next round number, if that's something you celebrate in life. 17,600. Here come the Spanish down the left-hand side, crossed in, looking for Coyle arriving. Very good cover by Kovacic of Chelsea. Sort of arriving at a Frank Lampard type run there from Coyle. But Kovacic, formerly managed by Frank Lampard at Chelsea, cut it out. Here's Busquets. Busquets drives a lovely pass by Busquets into the box. Goes Morata, knocks it back. Oh, driven goalwards by Sarabia into the side netting. Busquets playing through the lines there. Good ball. Little drive forward and he pierces the Croat defence. Koke waves his arms in the middle saying, why didn't you cross it to him? He didn't miss by that much, but Livakovic had the near post covered for sure, didn't he? Martinez hopeful. Hazard and De Bruyne back for the semis. That means they're out of the quarters. That could be bad news. Lukaku's mates up top there. Mertens and Carrasco will likely come in if they're not around. It's another foul. They're racking him up now, the Croats. Busquets fouled in the central midfield. Knocked out left. Inside again to Busquets, who wafts it left and very surprisingly gives the ball away, but the Spanish have won it back. Here's Koke. Possession is heavily Spanish in the first 13 minutes. No real chances of note created, though. And perhaps we're seeing more the Spanish team from the first couple of games rather than the huge 5-0 win against the Slovakians. Gvardiol throws that one in. A bit messy. It's going to go loose. Now, can Rebic get there first? He does. Rebic tries to put it through for Vlasic. It wasn't a great ball, and it's shepherded through to Simon in goal. Italy, Belgium will be great. Italians will go at that defence more than the Portuguese. Last 20 minutes of that game was great, though, wasn't it? Portugal definitely went for it in the last 20 minutes, but they couldn't get through, could they? Rafael hit the post. Big header from Diaz, wasn't there, from the corner, but straight at Thibaut Courtois. Defences win tournaments. Should I stop saying that? I'm boring everyone, but they really do, don't they? You certainly don't get through to the final without any clean sheets, do you? Oh, that's fed through. Here's Koke. It's a huge chance. Oh, and it should be 1-0 to the Spanish. They were patient, and Koke is always the third man runner into the box. Here he comes completely untracked. That's really poor from the Croats in central midfield there. No one went with him that time. He should score that, shouldn't he? Middle of the goal, straight at the keeper. Poor finish, wasn't it? Livakovic made the save. It deflected back and out for a corner. That should be a goal to nil. But it's not. And the Spanish, who must have the biggest XG across the tournament, Sarabia, corner. Short. Poor one from the Spanish. Modric has got it. There's not really much on for him. Cuts inside and just backheels it backwards. cool as you like. Look at Modric. There's no point pressing Modric, is there? Here he is again. The Croatian captain. Kovacic, Gvardiol gives the ball away. Ferran Torres to Morata. Koke, good play. They've switched it. Oh, that was silly. Sarabia was running backwards. Left back Gaia was running forwards. And Sarabia took the ball off his toes. Busquets, quite on the same wavelength there with Pedri, who's not been in the game yet. Here comes Rebic for the Croats. Carries the ball. Good pass inside. Nice little back heel flick. On it goes to Brozovic. Vlasic into the corner. Vlasic, well pressed by Gaia. Vlasic, first meaningful looking attack from the Croats. Good defending by the Spanish. And I think they're going to have to go all the way back out into the centre backs. Yeah, they have. Well done, Spain. Look like they've broken the lines there, Croatia, but I do have to say, good press by Spain, right back by their own penalty box. And they've gone all the way home to Livakovic, who knocks it out to Modric. Throw in to Croatia. You can't get the ball off him. Yes. Wow, wasted. I think we're talking about that Koke chance, biggest of the game. Spain are the sort of team that once they're ahead. Oh, yes. Agree with that, Bits, 100%. Look like the best team in the world at 2-0 up, don't they? Here's Ferran Torres down the right. Oh, nice looking cross. Oh, and we're going to be saying it again for the Spanish. We're into how have they not scored? It's another huge chance. Torres, really nice cross. It's a free header. Morata, and he's headed it at Vida. Oh, it's a dreadful header. I wonder if VAR will check that. Was that going in the goal? If it was going in the goal, that will be a penalty. Are they checking? They are not. So I can only assume it was going wide of the goal. Hit Vida's arm. It was too late from the Portuguese. The Belgian defence. It was almost like the old stages. Once it was a low block, were fine, weren't they? I wondered whether they needed Dinea or Boyata last night, but no, clean sheet. The end. What just happened? The ball is in the net. Oh my goodness me! We've just seen one of the craziest own goals you will ever see. The Croats celebrate. It must have gone right through Simon. It's Croatia 1, Spain 0. And oh my God. Oh no. That goes down as one of the craziest, craziest own goals you'll ever see. It's completely miscontrolled by Simon, the goalkeeper. And absolutely out of nowhere. I saw one of those in a playoff final once. Look at the fans behind the goal there. Oh, they just see what's transpiring. And a very, very unfortunate own goal. Was it Busquets who knocked it back to Simon? And stunningly, Croatia lead. And this is not good news for the Spaniards in more ways than one, because we said they're a team that likes the lead and to keep the ball. They are behind in the oddest way you will ever see. Who played the back pass, guys? It wasn't a bad back pass. It's just dreadful from Simon. I mean, there's a bit of pace on it, but any under 11 footballer can control that ball. Unbelievable. I'm a bit stunned by that. Incredible. What happened there? It was Busquets, was it? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess he he saw the ball coming. He saw it from ages, and instead of looking at it to control, he's looking at where he's going to pass it, and it just slides not even under his foot, wasn't it? Just actually completely missed it, didn't he? A dreadful own goal. And the Croats behind the goal are bouncing. And for all the honours in his glittering career, Sergio Busquets, it's not his fault, has an own goal in a tournament. Wow. Croatia won, Spain 0, totally against the run of play. The Croats, I suspect if anyone can bring a stat up, I don't think the Croats have had more than 1 or 2 touches in the box, in the Spanish box, have they? And they have the lead. Unbelievable. Yeah, Charlton Sunderland it was. I was writing something down in my pad and the ball got passed back to the keeper. And the next thing I see, you hear the big noise and it's like, what has happened? And an insane own goal. Now, remember, against the Poles and the Swedes, the Spanish were not efficient in front of goal. They were highly efficient against the Slovaks, but in those other 2 games, they kept the ball and created precious little. They really should be 2 up in this game, let alone 1-0 down. Koke had that chance straight at the keeper, and Morata's header, he's like virtually inside the 6-yard box. But this has been the narrative for the Spanish in the first 2 games. Loads of possession, loads of chances, no goals, basically. Incredible. Here's Rebic. Oh, Rebic is down in the box. Oh, nothing given. Oh, my first instinct was that looked like a worrying slide in there. Rebic went down. I'll reserve judgment until I see a replay of that. But that looked a bit flying by the seat of the pants by the Spanish defence there. I see a replay, but I've seen them given. Again, I'll reserve judgment until the replay. Oh, Modric's lovely ball through. And Vlasic trying to get in behind Vlasic. Oh, side netting. Goodness me. Vlasic says, I guess to Rebic, why aren't you getting across the box? Give me something to cross to. He's driven wide and puts it in the side netting. We haven't seen a replay of that penalty call yet. No, we still haven't. And we've played another minute and a half yet. Or since, rather. And here come the Spaniards. And that mightily surprising opening goal, goodness me, means it's Croatia 1, Spain 0. We've lost the Netherlands. We've lost the Portuguese. Are we losing the Spaniards tonight as well? As things stand, yes, we are. That one's clipped in behind. The runner, I think, was Sarabia, went down. Claimed he had his shirt pulled. We still haven't seen that penalty call. As the Croats come forward again. Here's Petkovic. Kovacic comes inside, edge of the box. Kovacic, good effort. Puts it down the middle of the goal. I think the keeper's probably got it covered. Over the top it went. In fact, it's going to be very close to this camera they've got behind the goal. Here, just zooms past. Yeah, keeper's got that covered. 2 balls on the pitch. Klaxon. And we're going to still wait and see that penalty call, which looked very suspicious to me, I have to say. Jake, sorry I'm late. How's the game? Like quite a lot of the other Spanish games, they should have been 2-0 up and they conceded the most ridiculous own goal you'll ever see. Well, apart from maybe the one Dubravka scored against them in the last game. Cross to the back post, headed by Sarabia. over the bar. Be a goal kick. And we still haven't seen a replay. I think it was Rebic going down inside the box, the other end. There's the own goal again. Was it Pedri who played it back? Oh, dear. Completely just takes his eye off that, doesn't he? And the ball ends up in the one place in the entire world. That's Luis Enrique. Bashes his head with his water bottle. Incredible. It's given away. High up here, the Croats have got it. Kovacic, they're having far more of the ball now. I mean, they were having virtually none of it. Here's Vlasic in the box. Out it goes, Rebic. Rebic has been penalised there. Hand in the face, maybe. I think it was Koke who was tracking him. Yeah, clever one by Koke. Drew the foul. .28 on the clock. Croatia 1, Spain 0. Possession still 75% to the Spanish, and those two big chances. Rebic has been penalised again. He's clattered into Koke then. Giving in the treatment. Here is Laporte, Garcia, Azpilicueta, 3 Premier League players there. Torres comes inside, and the Croats are winning the ball back and counter-attacking. Most times they get it now. It's a trap that's being set and working repeatedly now. 9 own goals at Euro 2020. As many as all of the previous editions. Go on, quick test without Googling. Name me the 9 own goal scorers. I can't even tell you one in this game. I'm still not sure whether it was Pedri or Busquets. Well, there's 2 own goals in the Portugal-Germany game, weren't there? Might have even been 3. Level with Platini for most goals in a single Euros. Here is Pedri. Platini dominated the 84, was it, Euros for the French? Azpilicueta. Out to Torres, and Guardiola wins the foul. Demiral, it was one of them, wasn't it? For the Turks. That's nobody's business but the Turks. So take me back to Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul. Name that tune. Busquets in the 10. Fed through to Koke. Morata is the runner, but very condensed on the edge of the box there. No way through for the Spaniards. But they will keep coming and trying, won't they? Here's Busquets, Garcia, Gaia, very narrow, left fullback. Nice little clip over the top. Good ball that. Morata just couldn't shake off Chaleta Carr of Marseille, who thinks that should be a goal kick. Let's find out why. Or does he? Think he should have been fouled? In goes the corner. Headed away, but there's a foul being given. There you go. They might be giants. Istanbul was Constantinople. But yeah, it does sound exactly like putting on the Ritz. Very hard phrasing to do that one with my musical hat on. Keeps going across the beat, doesn't it? Goal kick or free kick, deep free kick to the Croats. Livakovic of Dinamo Zagreb is going to kick this one long with his right foot. Flicked on, and Simon is there. He's got to forget that mistake, Simon, in goal for the Spaniards. Always the way when you're a keeper. Most mistakes end in a goal, don't they? Livakovic clipped out to Gvardiol, who chests it down. And it's gone out for a throw in to Croatia, 32-54. They always turn up, don't they? Tend to punch their weight at tournaments. Semi-finalists in 98 in the World Cup. Finalists in 2018 as well. I couldn't tell you the furthest they've got in the Euros. I saw they might be giants at latitude, indeed. Slipped down the left-hand side. Vida is surely shoved in the back there. Although I think it's given an offside against Sarabia. Yeah, he's well off. Probably a foul into the bargain as well. We're coming up 34 minutes. Livakovic goes long. And it's over everybody's head. It's almost like Croatia prefer not to have the ball in the first instance and be winning it back and countering it. Seen a few goal kicks just go long and give them back to the Spanish. It's almost like the passive game plan is working perfectly for them. Here's Murata. Nice ball into the channel. Good defending again. Livakovic, the keeper, knocks it back out into the right back area. Nice little drive by Juranovic. And he is fouled by Alvaro Morata. Croatia have never won a knockout game at the Euros. Interesting. Who knocked them out in 96? Can't remember. The Spaniards have got it back in at centre half. It's knocked across by Laporte to Garcia into Busquets. Here's Ferran Torres down the right. Crossed in, blocked out. Best own goal was John Eustace. Interesting. Someone tweet me that one. Not seen that. Corner to the Spaniards. Two takers over there, Sarabia and Koke. who were omnipresent for all of the set plays. In it comes from Coque, right-footed, headed out to the edge of the box, recycle. In comes the shot, driven left-footed. And it hit, I think it was Pedri in the box. Was it Aspilicueta? Who couldn't redirect it. I suspect he would have been offside. It was Guy with the shot. And yeah. Aspilicueta couldn't redirect that goalwards. Offside or onside. Garcia. Spain starting to build up a bit more possession. The middle third of this half. Terrible sentence, isn't it? Oh, here comes Pedri. Pedri into the box, loops it up. Oh, Livakovic is way out of his goal now. It's hit goalwards. Peels against Modric for handball. They've recycled it. Vlasic in. Great save. Surely now. And yes, the Spaniards have equalised. Sarabia sticks it in the net. Chaos in the box there. Livakovic came out of his goal, and from that moment, the ball's pinballing around. There's a really good save then by Livakovic. There was an appeal for handball against Modric, and then it went loose, and it smacked into the top corner, roof of the net by Sarabia. Here's the save. Really decent save, actually, and good finish in the end by Sarabia, following up with the left foot. Croatia won, Spain won. I think Livakovic gets a hand to the final goal in the end, doesn't he? After making such a good save, I think he pretty much throws himself past it, does he? I haven't had a good angle at that, to be honest. Oh, no, it catches him in the face and goes into the back of the net. Croatia won, Spain won. And perhaps the very muggy own goal has now been chalked off now, or we're not chalked off, equalled out by Sarabia's equaliser. Croatia won, Spain won. Let's have a look at your reaction to the goal. In it goes. Here comes Petkovic, by the way. Rebic, surely offside there, wasn't he? Worth. The bet is on. Remind me what the bet is. I'm not sure I'd call ball watching on that one. I think from the second Livakovic comes out, I think they're chasing their tails rather than ball watching there. It's just chaos in the box. Spanish keeper just said phew. Oh, yes, he did. Morata offside. I don't think he was interfering with play. He was in an offside position, wasn't he? But don't think he's in the line of sight of the keeper. Goals. Dinner's cancelled. Absolutely not. We're not going to extra time under any circumstances. They will find a way, one of these teams, to win the game. In comes the cross from the left-hand side. Spanish on the attack again. Cleared away, fouled by Petkovic as the ball goes clear. 40 gone. Croatia won. Spain won. Here is Sarabia, the goal scorer, into the box. And it is cleared away. Busquets. Laporte. Busquets. Coque. It's out to Aspilicueta from Ferran Torres. Switch of play. Busquets. Lovely ball. Beautiful. Sarabia out on the right-hand side. Sarabia goes on the right foot. He all day long wanted to go on his left there, didn't he? But Gvardiol shows him the right. Blocked out. Corner to the Spanish. whose mood will be very different now they've got it back level, especially given the type of goal they conceded. Koke, corner right-footed, headed clear, and they're going to get another go. They leave 2 players over for all their corners here. Is Sarabia going to get to do anything here? No. Koke's going to take it again. In it comes, looking for Murata on the near post. Pedri recycles. Gaia plays it up the line. Nice ball. Crossing position now. In it comes from the left. Half cleared. Koke drives the shot. And whoever provided the sound equipment now is going to have to go and get it fixed because he hits it wide. Smashed it into one of the boom mics there behind the goal. And it's a goal kick to Croatia. Livakovic has been taking all of these long. And he does so again. Rebic, good play, into Vlasic. Helped on by Brozovic to Modric. Modric, little one inside, foul by Koke on Kovacic. Croatians take the free kick quickly. Here's Vlasic again now. Numbers in the box here. If the cross goes in, ooh. And I think it's Rebic on the near post. Getting a bit handsy with his marker, but he looked like he got across the front of him there, didn't it? He seemed more interested in muscling the defender off the ball than sticking the ball in the back of the net himself. Garcia, Laporte. Crossed in from the left, looking for Koke, who's made himself nice and available, getting into the box time and again, actually. Gvardiol clears. One back by Garcia. 44 on the clock. Laporte. Out it goes to Gaia. Back to Laporte, who steps out of defence. Croat's very deep now. Pedri tries to slip it through for Murata. Half cleared by the Croats. Slot back in. Modric, lovely header by Modric. Through they come. It slipped through the middle. Can Rebic get there first? Good goalkeeping by Simon. He was in then, Rebic. If he had a little bit more pace, all his teammates give him a kind of sympathetic round of applause there. Rebic, if he'd been one of the more speedy players in the tournament, was in on goal then. But just couldn't get on the end of it. .45 gone. We're into 1 minute of stoppage time. Gaia. Here is Sarabia. Koke slips it back to him. Sarabia comes inside. Murata. Oh, there's man over the whole attack there on the left-hand side. They couldn't find him. Murata ended up taking the shot from the edge of the box. We're seeing the goal again. We never did see that possible penalty appeal. Livakovic just threw himself across the goal. I don't think he had an idea where the ball was actually going. Just trying to make the block. And it is half time. Croatia won, Spain won. A crazy own goal gave Croatia the lead. I think it was Pedri who passed it back. Still haven't got to the bottom of that. Might be Busquets. From way out, and just a nightmare from Simon, the goalkeeper. Just took his eye off the ball. And inexplicably, it flies past him and into the back of the net. Horrible own goal. The Spanish probably had been the better side up until, definitely been the better side up until then. But then they looked really rattled then, didn't they? And the Croats then had their best spell during the middle of the half. But then more and more possession for Spain. And they did, in the end, just overload the box, didn't they? And once a bit of chaos when Livakovic came from his line and block, good save by Livakovic, and then Sarabia followed up, slammed the ball into the net for 1-1. Let's have a look at the numbers, and they're very much in keeping with Spain, essentially, for the rest of this tournament, actually. There we go. So 1.6 already on the XG to the Spaniards. I didn't mention that at 0-0, Koke should have scored. I don't know, 10, 12 yards out, middle of the goal, straight at the keeper, save with his feet. And Morata on the back post, easy header. Just glance it into the corner and try to head it back, put loads of power on it, hits Vida. I was wondering whether it hit his arm, actually, but nothing doing there. So 73% in terms of the possession to the Spaniards, 11 shots to 2. Look at that. You love that. 0 shots on target for the Croats, but they've got a goal. Go figure. 6 corners to 0. 3 big chances to 1. Obviously, those 2 I mentioned for Koke and Morata have met the standard for SofaScore to call them a big chances. Very, very quickly, let's just bung in the brackets just so you can see what this means. And it is the top half of the draw. There it is in that second rung. You can see Croatia versus Spain. And the winners will play France or Switzerland, who we will be watching at 8 p.m. tonight. We'll be live from 7:45. God help us if there's extra time, because I'm not going to get any kind of break in between. But I think I've made my feelings very, very clear about this. Look, if that does happen, in all seriousness, regardless of any moaning from me about that, what we'll do is we'll delay the start of the next stream, because effectively we'd probably be finishing, even with penalties, around 2:45, 10 to 8 with the first game. And we'd need a bit more than 10 minutes to reset. But we would try and keep everything moving. Croatia look good on the ball. They always do. Surprised at the scoreline. Croatia must be doing something right. Hilarious own goal. Reminded me of West Brom's at Elland Road. I don't remember that one. Another good game. Spain have missed chances again. Dreadful error at the back. Should be at least 2-0 up. Croatia, bang, average. Own goal was like Peter Enkelman. I remember that one. Thrown in and under his foot, wasn't it? Right. I think we're all good, and I'm going to take a little break. Fill the chat up with questions, topics. We can talk about anything you want football-wise in the chat, or if you want to go elsewhere, you can do. And I will return in about 2 minutes, okay? So don't go anywhere, and we will be back imminently. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back, because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream. Keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture. Over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Croatia 1, Spain 1 in our 5th round of 16 games. So far through already. Denmark, Czech Republic, Italy and Belgium. And over the next 2 nights, the next 4 games, we are sorting out the middle part of that bracket. And so far, we have no clue who's going through out of Croatia and Spain. It's 1-1, crazy own goal. Pedri, but Simon, the goalkeeper, with the missed kick was the issue rather than the young Spanish central midfielder. Sarabia got the equaliser. And I think we've covered all of that first half. So any questions, any topics, and we can chit-chat about them over half-time. Live subscriber count, by the way. We've got it on the ticker at the bottom there. We're trying to get 17,600. We have 17,561. Thank you, everybody who has hit that subscribe button. Right. What are you guys saying here? Goal number 9 for the tournament's best player. Own goal. Certainly the tournament's top scorer, for sure. I hope you've got a nice long abroad holiday after the final. Thank you, Joe Blogs. I don't, but thank you for appreciating our hard work here. No, we absolutely don't. And D-Day child-wise on August the 7th. So I ain't going anywhere. Right. What else are we saying? Oh, the Romain Sawyer's own goal. Yes, I do remember that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Ben, why do I have a feeling you've timed yourself having a pee so it fits in it exactly? Do you know I haven't? I absolutely haven't. I don't even know how long that thing is. I'm not going to go. So let me just click the button. 1 second. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds, actually. And that would literally have been just to fit the piece of music that I got off the YouTube royalty-free archives. Gibbler, what's for dinner? We had a lovely lunch. One of our Gustos, one of our Gusto meals. It was really nice, actually. It was like chopped up steak with potatoes in little cubes and some salad and some tomatoes. And I'm not a big tomato fan, really, unless they're really cooked. But they give you that balsamic dress him in. Very, very nice indeed. Any other questions, comments, stuff to talk about? Worst own goal in history. Brian Gale to give Leeds the title. I remember that. Brian Gale played for Ipswich, didn't he, in the 80s? If I were Enrique, I would have hooked the keeper. Oh, you can't do that. It's an aberration, isn't it? It's a one-off. He'll have 1,000 of those passes played back to him in competitive games, and that'll probably be the one that goes under his foot into the back of the net. Oh. Any more questions? Jimmy Dunn, a good signing for Swansea. Is this the lad from Burnley? And has it gone through? Any signings gone through today? We were expecting Penny and the Salford keeper to be arriving at Ipswich today. I don't know whether there's been any announcements, so I can't be dealing with opening my Twitter. Always a nightmare, isn't it? Own goal reminds me of amazing headed save that Jordan Archer made from Millwall to prevent a Mark Beavers own goal. Is there any team that Mark Beavers didn't play for? About the only good save he made at the Den. Bless him. Miller signed for Leeds. Is that the lad from Birmingham? We'll do a dearly departed transfer roundup as well. There's a few to talk about there now, isn't there? In fact, let's make a note of that. Dearly departed transfer roundup. We do that tomorrow. That sounds fun to me. Dave, I can confirm we haven't signed anyone today. Oh, stop it. Still only have 12 fit players on our books. Dave is a Derby fan. And things, as you can imagine, slightly up in the air at Derby as we await news from the EFL and their number bods and bean counters, figuring out historic offences. Let's just say, use whatever word you're comfortable with. Miller to Leeds. Maybe England weren't in such a weak group. Well, maybe not. It's Trevor, isn't it? Maybe not, but it won't mean a thing tomorrow, will it? However strong or however weak the group was, they just got to beat them Germans now, haven't they? Yeah, lots of people asking about Amari Miller. Have we got Jay or John, any of our Birmingham fans in the chat? Because they would know more than I. Any Blues fans in the chat? There's normally some, isn't there? If Parker goes to Bournemouth, do you think he'll have a better time of it than at Fulham? Do you know, I don't, Jake. No, I think Fulham's the better job at the moment, just purely the year one parachute versus a year two parachute. I know it's 10 million quid difference, but 10 million quid's 10 million quid, isn't it? I think Bournemouth, I'm still slightly worried that they'll have to clear out a few more players before the start of next season as well. And remember, nobody ever wants to sign their middling players, do they? They'll want Phil Billing or Arnaut Danjuma, won't they? So I think the Bournemouth team that finished this season, star power-wise, will be weaker than the one that starts next season. What else are we saying here? Good luck with Raheem Harper. Yeah, hopefully, sometimes player needs to find a level to thrive at, and hopefully, fingers crossed, top end of League One will be the one, won't it? I don't understand the mention of dual fixture list with Derby, says David. Sure, they can't give a points deduction for the season gone. It would be madness if they did, wouldn't it? The analogy I gave is, if you show me footage of me speeding 6 months ago, fair enough, show me the footage and stick 3 points on my license now, but don't then say, well, you would have been banned then 6 months ago and you drove the next day. So, we're going to send you to jail for driving whilst banned. I'm like, I didn't know I was banned because you've only just punished me, everything that happens during time wouldn't have happened had the punishments been given. So, it feels a bit murky, doesn't it? They fined them already, haven't they? Derby for the player amortization stuff. So look, it's one I've said I'll talk about, but I'll need to read up on the numbers. Derby fans, never a dull moment, if we're being honest. Yeah. Doesn't the Wednesday points deduction set precedent for not doing it after the fact? Well, the Sheffield Wednesday one does, but then the Birmingham one was during the same season, wasn't it? Although I suppose both of those are different. One's right now, one's in the future. They're both different to being post-dated, aren't they? Predated, whatever you want to say. Right. Thank you for the questions, guys. Got us through half time. And the players are back out. I believe I saw Kramaric coming on for Petkovic up top, who, to be fair, we've barely mentioned, haven't we? So Kramaric comes on number 9 for the Croats. We have kicked off. We'll try and get you a time sync ASAP. It's knocked back inside to Chaleta Carr, and Livakovic is going to clear that down the ground. I should not take my eyes off this, should I, after that own goal in the first half that I just looked up and saw the ball flying in the net. I just wanted to get Kramaric's club, Hoffenheim, the substitute Croat central striker plays for. There you go. Cool as you like from Simon there. Drew in the pressing Croat striker and clipped it out into the right back area, the high right back area. With just a time going to be absolutely not. No. Agenda setter. That's what you lot are. By the way, you can support via Super Chat, Super Stickers by hitting the dollar button in the live chat right next to where you leave your comments there. Super Chats will be read out unless they are massively offensive. Believe me, we have had some. Some people want to pay to insult me. Good luck to them. That's what I say. Great way to send a tip if you are enjoying the stream. Of course, free kick to the Spaniards. Koke has grabbed the ball. Croatia 1, Spain 1. 46:57 on the clock. Here's your timestamp. 3, 2, 1. 47 minutes. There you go. If you want to line up with me, I'm on a TV feed watching on ITV. If you're on ITV Hub, you might be behind. If you're watching through TV, you might be ahead because of the YouTube delay as well. In comes the free kick from Koke. Pause either me or your TV and we'll get everything lined up. If you do pause your TV, just don't go on Twitter because spoilers do appear even if you're only a matter of seconds ahead. Someone will tweet about it, won't they? Especially if you're following someone in the ground. Busquets is robbed. Poor back heel there. And the Spaniards win it back. Here's Gaia, the left back. Look how wide the Spaniards are making the pitch. Ferran Torres on this side, right on the touchline. On the other wing, Sarabia. Clear ploy to try and drag apart that Croat defensive line. Brave from the Spanish, I have to say. Here is Pedri. Nice turn by Pedri, edge of the box. Good ball. Here is Gaia, the left back, crossing position. Gaia pops into the near post, headed away. And there's Modric, who doesn't just get to the ball first, but manages to launch a counter. But was that Rebic? No, I don't think it was. Just overran the ball. It was Vlasic. And Laporte. What's Laporte's first name? Emmerich? He gets there first. Squad, Spain. Amaric. Sorry, not Emmerich. Amaric. Lovely stuff. We've had great fun, haven't we, pronouncing and mispronouncing names in 1,000 different languages and mother tongues. I like that, Jake. Although I try not to mention anything to do with gender. You never know who you're going to upset at some point. But yes, a gender setter. Nice. Unless it's just a social construct. Let's not go there. Keep it to the football. Here is Brozovic. Knocked down the line. Here's Modric. Lovely little burst away from Pedri inside. One back by the Spaniards. Good play by Sarabia, the goal scorer. Knocked inside. Here is Busquets. Busquets again cycles that out to Koke. And out. Oh, no, it's going to be a free kick, actually, rather than a throw-in on the right-hand side for the Spaniards. .50 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. Croatia 1, Spain 1. As things stand, God forbid, given our schedule tonight, we're headed for extra time. Here is Gaia. Busquets gets it back. Lovely playmaking from Busquets there. Here is Ferran Torres. Torres crosses to the back post. Oh, it was Sarabia arriving and he kind of volleys it into the ground. I think he's trying to set it back into the middle for Morata, but it's a nice looking cross that. He just didn't manage to get the right contact. There's a lovely switch of play there out to Juranovic, who just puts way too much. A lovely first touch by the right back, who's not actually been in the game too much, Juranovic, but there's been a couple of little bursts forwards by him where he's looked quite dangerous, actually. Not necessarily dangerous, but quite capable of doing bits up that side of the pitch for sure. Croatia win the ball back, all slipped through behind, nearly finding Kramaric, who I don't think's barely had a touch yet, has he? Uh, 52-38 on the clock. Croatia 1, Spain 1. The Spanish, what's the word? I suppose it is bravery, has just dropped a little bit. I was going to say, and I'll take your feedback in the chat, counting the Danes out of it, because the Welsh did kind of fall apart at the end. I think the Spanish have been the most free-flowing attacking team based on the round of 16 performances yet. They've been quite happy, as I said, to stretch the pitch out, get men forward, just pass the ball to death as well. Whereas we've seen other teams be a little bit more cagey and a lot more pragmatic. Lovely switch of play. Here is Torres. Referee Shakir is asking for the ball back. Did it burst or something? Yes, that was unfortunate. Had a good overload there down the left-hand side, the Spaniards. What's going on? Sorry, how hard is it to get a new ball when there's about 50 around the pitch? It should be an uncontested drop ball to the Spaniards. And Torres, not very advantageously, unfortunately for the Spaniards, knocks it back into centre half, but now they've worked it straight back to him down the left. Pedri clips it to the back post. Good ball. Oh, that was a much better volleyed cross this time by Sarabia. This one was cut out, though. He's been in that position now a couple of times, hasn't he? Since the start of the second half. Here come the Croats on the counter. Brozovic, is he fouled by Busquets? He is not. Yes, he is. It's gone the other way. Interesting. Spain take the free kick short, as you can imagine. Gaia knocks that to Laporte, who goes back home to Simon, who has looked pretty composed, I have to say, the Bilbao keeper, since that awful mistake in the first half, which led to the Croatia opening goal. Pedri drives into the box. Here's Torres again, crossing position, left-hand side. Torres crosses it in, and it's 2-0. And that has been coming all half. Torres, for the third time in this half, gets down the left-hand side. And I have to say, his last two crosses have been excellent. They both found Sarabia. This time, Azpilicueta thinks, I'll have a bit of this, and gets himself up into the box. It's really good stuff by the Spanish. We talked about their attacking intent. There's the left winger crossing it to the right back, and Azpilicueta nods in, and it's 2-1 to the Spaniards. And Ferran Torres, you have to say the left winger is the star man in this half. They keep getting the ball to him, and he keeps putting the crosses in. It's an easy header for Azpilicueta, but you need to give him credit. He's the right back, and he's in the number 9 position. Luis Enrique, look at that. There he goes. A big fist bump from the Spanish manager, and it is Croatia 1, Spain 2. As things stand, the Spanish will be going through to face either the French or the Swiss. We'll find out later. 57 gone. Get your thoughts in on that goal. Ferran Torres, who's looked dangerous, hasn't he, all second half, finds Azpilicueta, a goal made in the Premier League, and it's 2-1 to the Spanish. Woof. There it is. Go on, Bits. Yes, the Bits bet is in, I think, now, isn't it? Tremendous stuff. Can't see Spain losing this now. Long way to go yet. Spain scored 3 now. Damn right. Welcome, Nappa's mum. Mrs. Bloom is downstairs with her auntie, who's come to visit, which is lovely. Definitely deserved. I agree with that, actually. Plucky. It definitely been coming, hadn't it? I mean, if you discount the big chances in the first half, just these last 3 crosses from Torres, for 2 for Sarabia and then 1 for Azpilicueta, they have been pushing, haven't they? In fact, I'll probably give you some second half numbers. Let's do that. 69% on the possession, 1 shot, 1 big chance. But my eye test tells me they've been on top in the second half. What does that attack momentum graph say? It says it's been been all Spain. And I have to say, out of every team in the tournament, Spain have been the most dominant in possession, haven't they? Okay, they don't have Mbappe, Griezmann, and Benzema up front. You know, they don't have Lukaku, De Bruyne, or Hazard. You know, name whatever players. They don't have the German wing-backs, do they? They don't have Insigne or Spinazzola down one side. But as a team, they keep the ball really nicely, don't they? And I keep banging on about defences win tournaments. The Spanish are, in my opinion, the most attacking team in the tournament. Haven't put a lot of the chances away, but they do commit to scoring goals, don't they, rather than avoiding defeat, which most tournament teams do, don't they? Vamos, España. Charlie's behind Croatia. Spain, the better side. In the eye test, and the numbers do agree with that, don't they? What's an XG number? 2.13 to 0.42 on the XG. Italy can give it a go too. Well, it could indeed be Spain and Italy in a semi-final, but there's the small matter of Italy-Belgium first. There's the small matter of the rest of this game, and it could be France for the Spaniards in their quarter-final. Lula said it would be 2-0. Well, there you go. Yeah, Simon's goal was an aberration, wasn't it? So there you go. Let's manage the advantage now. Keep the ball a lot. Finishing doesn't work. Improve. Well, they've scored 7 goals in the last 2 games, so the attacking is working. England, the most defensive team. Have you seen Sweden? Did you see Belgium last night? Nah, Sweden are the most defensive team, aren't they? For sure. Croatia missing Perisic. Yeah, they're missing him, but I don't know if it's as simple as you pop him in and all of a sudden Spain can't keep the ball. But I would agree that they are missing him. Oh dear, don't drop the cap off your bottle. I've caught it between my thighs. Where's it gone? Oh, it's dropped. In slow motion. There we go. Don't like having an open bottle with all the equipment. Oh, it's rolled over there as well. Do you know what I'm going to do? Let's try and be clever. Just take the top off that bottle and put it on that one. There we go. Keep me off the booze, eh? Here is Modric. A little bit of space in midfield, and the Croats have got to chase the game now. Juranovic, Brozovic, Modric. Modric gives the ball away. Write that one down. He wins it straight back, but he has fouled his man. And as you guys were saying in the first half, Spain, a very useful side with a lead, aren't they? Because they will just pass the ball to death and draw their opponent out. Croatia didn't change their formation when Spain made the pitch wide at the beginning of the second half. No, they didn't react. And I mean, in a sort of 4-3-3, you're looking defensively to go 4-5-1, and you need those wide forward players back and helping, even if you don't change your shape. Sweden's example of your match of the defences win tournaments. They finish first in their group. Absolutely. Put it this way: even if flip reverse that, even if I'm wrong, say my hypothesis is wrong, defences don't win your tournaments. A bad defence certainly will ensure you don't win a tournament for sure. What are you talking about, Annie? Yes, yeah, we We will be drinking tomorrow. I'm sure we'll all be drinking tomorrow. In comes the cross from the right-hand side. There is Ashby looking for Murata in the middle. If Spain can keep their shooting boots on, they will go a long way. You just wonder, the Spanish against a good counter-attacking team. I'm probably talking about Germany, actually, aren't I? With their wing-backs. You just wonder whether you could get a couple of goals against Spain. A solid team that's good at counter-attacking. Yeah. Might fancy their chances against this Spanish team, mightn't they? Or a physical team. Laporte. Pedri. Torres. Star man in the second half, really. Gaia. And Spain at sort of walking pace now, just moving that ball around, and the Croats need to come off shape, don't they, and win that one back. Here come Croatia down the left. Rebic works inside. Brozovic. And it's cleared. Now, here's Modric in a deep position. Modric, lovely ball, slid through. Vlasic. Brozovic worked out to the left-hand side of the penalty box. It's a really limp shot. Rebic completely miskicked it, actually, didn't he? Let's try and get the bracket up for you. I'm going to have to press some buttons on the other screen, aren't I? There we go. That should just about do it. If you hear a photo thing, that's me taking a picture on the other window. I'll see Ben aged 5 years tomorrow. This will all be grey tomorrow. Yeah, Paddy. Rebic out. Orsic in. Mislav Orsic in for Rebic. He hasn't had the best game there. Milan winger. Orsic, number 18, in to replace him. Can he give the Croats a pick-me-up? There's Modric. Oh, it's knocked back. Chance. Good save by Simon. It was Gvardiol, the left-back, all the way up in the box. That's good goalkeeping by the under-pressure keeper. Oh, it's a chance. He's well closed down, actually, to be fair. I think it is Azpilicueta throws himself in front of him. Good work, though, by the Croats, who will try and turn the screw now. They need a goal. They don't have a choice, do they? Who was it who just came on? Orsic, another Dinamo Zagreb player. Joins his teammate Gvardiol down that left-hand side. It was Vlasic who played him in. Yeah, that's good from Azpilicueta. Just enough pressure, and a good save by Simon. The ball is back with Vida at centre half for the Croats. What was I going to do? I was going to get the brackets up, wasn't I? Can we do it? There's the screenshot, damn it. There it is. Okay, now I don't have to keep going to a different web page. I'm improving. Okay, there we go. There are the brackets. So, as it stands, Wales are through. Denmark are through, beat Wales. Czechs are through. They beat the Netherlands. Belgium and Italy at the top of the draw, all through. And this game here will give us the second rung of the draw. And as things stand, Spain will go through to face either the French or the Swiss. That works better, doesn't it? Here's Pedri. Yes, I did hear that Bristol City will be re-signing Nathan Baker, or they're talking to him. What happened with that, Annie? Did they just release him? His contract run out? He was there, wasn't he, last season? I don't remember. Everyone was injured at Bristol City, weren't they? Laporte, Busquets, Azpilicueta, who is the scorer of what will be the winning goal if everything stays as is. Morata. Did he get fouled? He's done well to win it back there. Morata. And Koke has been fouled. Phone died and 2 goals going. Schoolboy error, Amanda. Need to get one of... Actually, I've got one here. Need to get one of these bad boys. Charger. Although, look, it's only got one light on it. So it's perfectly useless. Right, here comes a substitution for the Spaniards. And we are about to see Dani Olmo for Pablo Sarabia, who scored the opening goal for the Spaniards, or the equalising goal, in the first half. Is he David Villa or Pedro? No, but still pretty decent enough player. Pau Torres is coming on as well at centre half. And forgive me, I did not see who for. I think it's Eric Garcia, wasn't it? Free kick to the Spanish, and he goes to the back post, nodded down. Oh, and Morata's going to put it. He's miles offside on the back post. So, yeah, a couple of substitutions there. Pau Torres, number 4 for Garcia. And Olmo. So one will play right centre back and one will play on the I say on the left wing, but they swapped, didn't they? Ferran Torres and Sarabia. That was the key to the second half. Torres swapping to the left wing, wasn't it? Here come the Croats now. Kramaric. Kovacic in to the box. And it's going to be a free kick to the Spaniards. And out comes the yellow card, brandished furiously there by referee Shakir against, I think Brozovic got the yellow there. He's been booked and he's now complaining about Spanish time wasting. Interesting. Now they're appealing for a handball against Koke. God. Absolute mess there. Goodness me. Right. Olmo plays for, just to confirm for my own brain, Red Bull Leipzig. And Pau Torres plays for Villarreal. Brekalo has come on for Juranovic. And I need to give up trying to read these signals that footballers give. But maybe a change of shape now for the Croats. Let's have a look. Or he's just going to be a very attacking right-sided fullback. Brekalo Not the first time we've seen him in the tournament. I'll stick him next to Modric on my sheet. Croats coming down the left-hand side. Was that referee's attempt at a Mike Dean impression? Outstanding. Spain still 71% on the possession. Oh, yes. Okay, here is Simon. The ball's played forward. Ooh, it's worked through to Livakovic. And gone end to end very, very quickly. What's the beverage of choice for tomorrow then? I might do beer tomorrow night. Red wine. The problem is I'll start to get superstitious now, which is stupid, isn't it? What was I drinking through the other England games? Oh, I don't know. I go too fast with beer. Coca-Cola's too gassy. Cheap red wine. Whiskey, absolutely not. Vodka Red Bull, I'll be hyper with that. Won't sleep. $75.46 on the clock. And I guess it's just a case now of the Spanish seeing this out and keeping the ball, which they've been very good at, haven't they? Oh, they could get a third goal here, and they have! And the Spanish are going through. Ferran Torres, who is pretty much a shoo-in for the man of the match now. He's made all the difference in the second half. And it is Spain 3, Croatia 1. Torres stole in there. It's a sleepy bit of defending in the left-back area. But in fact, oh, God, he was having a drink. Oh, they've caught Gvardiol out. He was having one of those energy gels right over in the middle of the pitch. You see him at the start of the move, throw the gel away. He's completely nowhere near Torres then. And whoever was wide awake for the Spaniards played the free kick early. And Gvardiol, not caught with his pants down, but caught taking an energy drink. And a really good performance by Ferran Torres of Man City in the second half. He's got an assist and a goal now. Vida there throws his arms up. They've got caught out. Two very unique goals in this game. And I did see Sheffield United actually use it as a ploy, the coming over an energy drink on a set play, but that worked very much against the Croats. We're going to get Jordi Alba now, who's going to come on for a Koke, is he? I'm not entirely sure what this will do to the shape. That's not Jordi Alba. That's Fabian Ruiz. There we go. So Ruiz 17 comes on. It's Croatia 1, Spain 3, and I think pretty much game over now, isn't it? You can't see the Croats coming back, really. 2 goals in the last 13 minutes. Fabian Ruiz of Napoli in central midfielder. Jordi Alba did come on at left back for Gaia. So Alba and Ruiz on, and Budimir. God, I hate 5 subs. I can't keep up. Budimir has come on for the Croats for Mateo Kovacic. Oh, stop making subs. Pasalic has come on as well for Vlasic. So Budimir on for Kovacic and Palisic on for Blasic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 subs now for the Croats. They are all done. Budimir 14 and Pasalic 15 on. And I'll try and figure out what's going on. Let's get your comments on those goals. 3-1 goal, game, set, match. That should do it. Ooh, fall over a bar. The shouting. What were Croatia doing? They hadn't finished the drinks break, had they? Blue nun. That reminds me of that Alan Partridge scene. Bring on France to score 2 goals and get 5 corners. Come on, Mbappe, Griezmann. Congratulations, Lula, who is our in-house Spain fan. Will live vicariously through you ahead of tomorrow. Thanks, Anna. I think I caught up in the end. Inexcusable by Croatia. They were all over having a drink. What a rabble. Spanish game, sangria. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Referee Stroud. To referee the England game, he's always worth a mention, isn't he? There we go. Ben is happy now as he can make a relaxing summer. Oh, referee Stroud didn't get promoted to the Premier League. Damn. Let's just bring up the brackets. Spain are pretty much through now, aren't they? In fact, I won't do it with the still. I'll do it on the web page because I think I can click the button, can't I? Here you go. Check this out for fun, guys. We can actually light up Spain. There you go. I'll look silly if Croatia score a couple of goals and go to extra time now. But there you go. Spain will be joining Belgium and Italy in a very stacked top half of the draw there. Those quarterfinals could be really tasty. Belgium, Italy, and France, Spain potentially in the top half of the draw. Croatia 1, Spain 3. Ben loves Stroud. He wants him to stay. Maybe. You rumbled me. Vida. Modric. You wonder with these aging players whether, given the next tournament is only 18 months away, whether they'll try and hang on for another one. Ronaldo, Modric, Neuer, Busquets, etc. Or whether we will get some big names retiring. David's got 3 right so far. Yeah, I think I've got 3 right in these round of 16 games so far. That's the half of the draw. Many England fans wanted us to beat it. I just think it's the anxiety about Germany, isn't it? But yeah, fair point. Play the long game. It's almost like Gareth Southgate knows what he's doing, isn't it? Although many people would have you believe he doesn't. Biscuits on the stairs. I think there's only a few left, actually. Biscuit Gate. Last night, trouble. Who took that free kick? Do you know what? I'm going to actually wind my TV back. That was very clever, whoever that was. He obviously saw the Croat still taking a drink. It was Pau Torres. He must have only just come on the pitch as well. So really good assist by the Villarreal centre-back. As I stop with my fast forwarding and rewinding, Chaleta Carr is getting a yellow card for getting a bit handsy with Morata. Free kick to the Spanish. Oh, they're in behind again. Oh, it should have been 4-1 there. Olmo in behind, tries to lift it over Livakovic, gets no height on it whatsoever, and it's easy for the Croat goalkeeper. And possibly they're done, Croatia now. Possibly lost their focus a little bit. Here's Budimir down the right. It's going to be a Croatia throw in. Hopefully we won't lose sync. I'm caught up with the live broadcast now. Here's Modric into the box. Modric and Budimir. Surely they've scored. Surely that's gone over. Yes. And Croatia have got it back to 3-2. Referee Shakir points to the watch. Modric, as you can imagine, was as cool as you like inside the 6-yard box. And here comes the big finish. 84:35 on the clock. Modric, so calm, wasn't he? Budimir tries to force it over. Who puts it in the end? It was the substitute, 18, Osic, who forces it over despite the attempts of two Spain players behind the goal line. And it's Croatia 2, Spain 3. Goals o'clock. 5 goals in this game. And can the Croats get themselves an equaliser? I was just saying, at the start of that attack, they look like they're done here, don't they? We saw Gilletta Carr losing his head a little bit. I thought they were getting a bit loose. But then they scored. And that changes everything. And Jay gets his stake back. There we go on his +1. Cash out, my friend. Vida. There's a big boot into the channel, and Croatia have got 4 arriving in the box now. But as Piliqueta blocks the cross, Scott Parker leaves position as head coach of Fulham by mutual consent. No doubt we will be talking about that imminently. In comes the cross, headed away. Here's Modric. Vida. Brekalo. Pedri comes away with it. And here's Olmo, who I think Pedri was fouled in the first instance. There's the goal line tech. Yeah, it's miles over the line, isn't it? Beautiful little sweep down. What's that film that ends with the shot? Oh, with Robert De Niro in. I can't remember. The one where he's a taxi driver. Yeah. They're trying to recreate that, hey? Right, off comes Ferran Torres, who's been very good. And Auzathoth is coming on. Torres goes slowly over. And Mikel Auzathoth comes on. Big clearance down the ground. And the Spanish winner throw in 88-7 on the clock. Croatia 2, Spain 3. Sliced alone came on for Spain. Where's John Walker and Russell Osman? Another throw into the Spaniards, killing a little bit of time. As Piliqueta is going to take it. The ball's back with Livakovic, and the Croats trying to build up an attack here. Vida has been fouled, and I wonder whether they'll just boot this forward into the box. Not if Luka Modric has got anything to do with it. He switches the play. Lovely free kick by Modric out over on the left-hand side. Now we are into 89 minutes. Modric, ball out wide. So good, Modric. But the offside flag is up against Brekalo. And that should take us up to full time pretty much. And then just stoppage time. Just a bit eager with the run there, Brekalo. He had the space. Luis Enrique gives the thumb up to the officials or the universe. He's pleased with that decision. And as I suggested, 89, 57, 58, 59, that will take us to full time. How many minutes of stoppage time do we get? Plus 6. 6 minutes to go for the Spaniards to hold out or for the Croats to get an equalising, a 6th goal in this game. Here is Pau, Torres, whatever you want to call him. Clip down the line. Croats win it back. And it's booted long by Livakovic. Can they get first contact, Croatia? Yes, they can. Nodded down by Modric. Hit goalwards. Did the offside flag go up? I think it did. Yes. It nearly ran for them there, didn't it? 1 minute of the stoppage time has gone. There's Kramaric with the shot. Yeah, he just moves too early. As Modric tried to head it down. We'll talk about Scott Parker at some point. God knows when. That news breaking. Maybe we'll do it in a half-time in the France-Switzerland game. But here come Croatia. 91:45 on the clock. They're coming down the left-hand side. 6 minutes stoppage time. In comes the cross. Oh, they've scored! Oh, my goodness me! Oh, I don't believe it. It's 3-3. Oh, extra time. Here we come. Pasalic heads it in. Wow! Croatia 3, Spain 3. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. I said about 10 minutes before the end of the game, Croatia are done. Oh, they're getting bookings. They're getting loose. But what a cross there. And as Pasalic arrived, drives the header in. Croatia 3, Spain 3. Great goal. Extra time is happening. Oh, my goodness me. 92 minutes gone. And it is Croatia 3, Spain 3. And you have to say, well played, Croatia. Look at their bench. They love it. Nothing wrong with that goal. I know the VAR will check. There's the Croat fans behind the goal going crazy. Croatia 3, Spain 3. What a match. Goodness me. And we are 93 in. And somehow the Spanish have not managed to win this game despite being 3-1 up with 85 minutes gone. It's 3-3 now. But they're on the attack. Olmo hits the shot over the bar. Do you remember Olmo as well missed that lob at 3-1, didn't he? For God's sake, they could have gone 4-1 up. Unbelievable. Goodness me. Vamos, Croatia. Wow. Utter madness. Better unclick Spain. That's a good point. That is a very, very good point. There are so many parts of this stream that you could clip where we're going to look very silly. Unbelievable. But here come the Spaniards down the right-hand side, 94-13 on the clock. We are surely going to extra time here. Wow. Game of the tournament. Croatia, Spain, Spanish defense is suspect. We were saying the very same thing. If they can get a team that can counter-attack well or a physical team, they'll score against the Spaniards. The Croats have scored 3 times. Football is ace. We love goals. Almost got it. Not enough, though. That lob at 3-1, it was lazy, wasn't it? It didn't get enough height on it at all. We're going to extra time here. Knocked into the front. Here is Murata. There's still 1 minute of the 6 minutes stoppage time to play. The ball is wide right with the Spanish. Croatia will just want to get the extra half hour, but a shot at goal there from, God, there's been so many substitutes. Auzathoth. Remember, Sarabia, Torres, Garcia, Koke have all been substituted as well. In fact, I think 1, 2, 3, I think all 10 subs have been made prior to extra time. Remember that you could make an extra substitution. In extra time, so we could have one more. And there you go. Full time, everybody. Forgive me. I might go and grab a little something to eat. And we're going to go to extra time. Don't go anywhere. And I will see you in a couple of minutes. It's Croatia 3, Spain 3. What a game. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream. Keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BenjaminBloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Hello, everybody. I may eat in front of you. We are going to extra time in this one. There's some chicken here. I may nibble on it from time to time. What a match. Croatia 3, Spain 3. Carnage. You love to see it. Let's just go through the goals. You can remember all of them. Pedri, own goal from just inside his own half. Simon taking his foot off the ball. Spanish got a deserved equaliser. Sarabia forcing it in. Bit of chaos in the box there. Then it became the Ferran Torres show in the second half. He swapped over to the left wing. Could have set up 2 goals before there, but then Azpilicueta headed in his cross. Then another strange goal where Gvardiol, the left back, is drinking an energy gel, and they get caught out by a very clever free kick by Pau Torres, and Ferran Torres then scores. And then I must admit, I thought Croatia were done. I thought that was it. 85 gone, Orsic scores. And then one of the moments of the tournament, a brilliant cross by Orsic, and Pasalic heads in the 93rd minute. What do you make of that, guys? Oh, goodness me. There are the numbers. And I tell you what, look at the Croats. They've got 2.8 on the XG now. Worthy of it in the end. Look, despite 16 shots to 8, look at the limbs from the Croat fans. You absolutely love to see it, don't you? 16 shots to 8, but only 7 to 5 on target, 6 corners. Look at the big chances, 6 big chances to 5. Look, what in terms of those big chance numbers and the XG numbers, remember that Croat goal where there were 3 shots in succession from pretty much on the goal line. So they'll all go down as big chances, but incredible. And we are going into period 1 of extra time. It's Croatia 3, Spain 3, and the teams are absolutely all over the place. The X's are the players who've been substituted. Oh, dear. So Livakovic is in goal for Croatia. I think Brekalo is playing fullback, but he's a winger. With Vida, Chiletica and Gvardiol, the rest of the back 4. Modric, Brozovic, Budimir, Pasalic, Orsic, Kramaric in some type of 4-3-3. Forgive me, I thought the game was ending, so I haven't popped them all in the right positions. For the Spanish, Simon in goal, Alba, Laporte, Torres, Azpilicueta, Ruiz, Busquets and Pedri, Olmo, Morata and Auzathoth. Remember, both sides have made 5 subs, but they can still make 1 more now in extra time. Goodness me. Modric's doing the Croat team talk, absolutely. Michael, we will speak about Parker and Fulham. I think Ipswich are about to announce 2 new signings as well. It's all going on, but all eyes on Copenhagen here. Croatia 3, Spain 3. In comes the cross from the left. It's gone loose. Oh, a chance. Orsic again. Remember, he got goal number 2 for Croatia. The cross comes in, falls to him. He doesn't miss by much, does he? Hits it with the right foot over the crossbar. Tremendous stuff. If you want a timestamp, we will get you one. We are pretty much 2 minutes now into extra time. Here's Vida, Brozovic. It's gone loose for Morata. Morata not fouled. Gvardiol comes away with it at left back. Gvardiol, he has surely been fouled, hasn't he? By Busquets, who does that classic point at the ball after fouling somebody. You love to see it. 3-3. First period of extra time. My notifications have gone mad on my phone. Was I a fan of golden goal in the 90s? No, I don't think I was. Everyone just shut up shop in extra time, didn't they? They didn't want the golden goal going against them. There's a lovely ball by Brozovic. Croatia on top so far in period 1 of extra time. This is our 5th game of the knockouts, the 2nd of 5 to go to extra time. Surely that's enough now, isn't it? We don't need any more to go to extra time, especially not tomorrow night. It's 5 p.m. kickoff. Oh, Kramaric is appealing for handball. It was bouncing as they chased, and now Modric has committed a foul. And this is getting tense now, isn't it? As you can imagine. Modric just smashing through Pedri. Here is Azpilicueta. Laporte. Pau Torres. He's playing it across the back four now, the Spaniards. Modric leading the press. The 36-year-old, 94 minutes into this game. Here is Ruiz onto Auzathoth, who crosses in right-footed. Good gather by Livakovic. Spain centre-backs don't like it up them. No, they do not. Oh, stop it. Don't even talk about tomorrow going to penalties. No, thank you. Here comes Pasalic, who scored that goal. What a moment that was. Orsic down the left-hand side. Orsic into the box. So direct. Orsic does well. Cross to the back post. It's going to fall. Oh, good save by Simon. That should have been 4-3 to Croatia. It's a big chance. Orsic playing really well down the left-hand side. Creates it. And, oh, Spain living dangerously there. Dangerous. Goodness me. We're 5.5 minutes into extra time, and that could easily have been 4-3 to the Croats. Simon makes the save. I'll reserve judgment until I see the replay, but I think the shooter was probably only just outside the 6-yard box. Croats have won it back again. Orsic is having a lovely old time down that left. He powers forward again. What a good sub cameo by Orsic. Pasalic, Kramaric. Down the line by Bracalo. And he can't find Modric. And here come the Spaniards on the break. This game is nuts. I agree. Hey, Shaylee. Oh, thanks, darling. Say hi to Shaylee, everybody.
Hey.
You're going to come and... We are... Oh, and the Spanish in the box. Oh, my... Oh, blocked. Come in, darling.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Oh, it's really hot. Say hi to Baby and Shaylee.
Hey.
Everybody, thank you for my coffee. Shaylee might be in the chat at some point, will you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Thank you, darling. I need the coffee. No break. Thanks, darling. Oh, good block from the shot from Olmo. Corner. Lovely stuff, guys. Thank you. She's just been having a foot massage from her auntie, actually. So, Shaylee and Littleton. Right, in comes the corner. Cleared away. We are 7:40 into extra time. Thank you for the lovely comments, guys. Your old taskmaster. A little one due on August the 7th. But everyone keeps telling us it'll be late because it's our first. Here is Ruiz to Murata. Torres knocked forward. Pedri, did he get fouled? No. And it's cleared away by Livakovic. Yeah, my birthday is August the 23rd, Stephen. So I could be sharing a birthday. Here's Olmo, right-hand side of the box. Comes into the box, crosses it low, looking for Pedri. Cleared away. This is a very attacking extra time. We talked about dull extra times where everyone's so scared to lose. This one is not. Lovely. Yeah, there's more important things, bits, isn't it? Yeah, in terms of me getting to games, that's probably not going to be happening until at least late September at the earliest, but we will see. We'll still be broadcasting from here for sure. Anyway, 99 minutes played in this one. That was worked around the corner looking for Murata, but bit of a tired one from Ruiz and from the Croats dominating, or not dominating, being the better side in the first 5 minutes. The Spanish are now coming good. Here's Olmo, crosses to the back post, brought down. Murata! And it's 4-3 to Spain. Murata brings the ball down and fires the volley in to the roof of the net in the 100th minute. And this game ridiculously has another goal. Croatia 3, Spain 4. Murata on the back post, cool and calm, brings it down. All the Spanish squad are on the pitch. Olmo with the cross. And, he just gets suckered in. And you know who it is. It's Brecalo, the winger, who's having to play fullback. And he defended that like a winger, not a fullback. It's really good then from Murata. Look at that. Lovely touch, right foot. Great finish, left foot. Drills it in to the roof of the net. Croatia 3, Spain 4. Oh, look at those Croatian fans behind the goal. Livakovic exposed. It's passed him before he can stretch his hand out. Incredible. Adriano, thank you very much. A $5 super chat. Luis Enrique's going mad. That's one great thing about international tournaments, when the benches all go crazy. Incredible stuff. Goal number 7 being reacted to. Great finish. 4-4 incoming. What a game. 4-3. Murata smashes it in. Rodri has come on for Busquets. I assume Busquets is just knackered, is he? Rodri, another Man City player, is going to go and sit in the centre of midfield. Luis Enrique is trying to give the instructions out. Rodri, number 16, is on. A 6th substitute for the Spaniards on. Croatia 3, Spain 4. Incredible match. Remember, at the start of extra time, Croatia should have gone 4-3 up themselves. Gotta be the game of the tournament. Busquets is spent, and here come the Croats down the left. Remember, Orsic is still at it, the left winger there. Oh, they've won it back. Here's Kramaric. Kramaric drives a shot straight at Simon. Is there another goal in this game? For goodness sakes. Kramaric with the right foot drills that one in. Might have just clipped off Torres. No, I don't think it did. Here's Olmo. Murata. Good play by Murata. Olmo. Murata's inside. It's a good cross, touch, and it's in. It's 5-3. Oh, goal number 8. Auzathoth has scored, and I don't know what's going on. The Spanish in the 103rd minute have a fifth goal. It is Croatia 3, Spain 5. I was just saying, is there another goal in this game? Really well worked by Morata and Olmo. And Olmo, is he going to be onside? I think VAR will check this one. Auzathoth puts it in. It looked tight. I'll reserve judgment on that one. Auzathoth touch and finish with the left foot. We've only seen the sideways camera angle once. Drove it through Livakovic, who needed to make himself bigger then, and he probably saves it. Simon celebrates. The Spanish substitutes celebrate for the 5th time. A Spanish goal. Are they checking? Have they completed the check? I've only seen one angle from the side, and no, the check is complete. It is onside, and this ridiculous game has another 2-goal lead from the Spanish. Remember, they had a 2-goal lead already with 5 minutes of normal time left. It's now Croatia 3, Spain 5 in an absolute barnstormer of a game here in the Euros knockouts. The ball wide, looking for Orsic. Comments coming in. Spain 10 goals in 2 matches. Italy and Spain have something in common when it comes to extra time. Massive XG in this one now. Incredible. Ole. Absolutely well done. The Spanish. Goodness me. Let's see if the Spanish defence works out. God, they're in again. Morata. Oh, Vida comes across and makes the tackle. This is breathless stuff. Absolutely incredible. We're into the first minute of stoppage time. It's very rare we get them in extra time, but there's been 2 goals. We're 22 seconds into that 1 minute of stoppage time for the first half of extra time. Oh, goodness me. Defences are just a theory in this game. Well, yeah. 100%. Could have been 6-3 there as Morata went through on the right-hand side of the box. Just incredible. Here's Olmo now. He's got all the space in the world in extra time down the right-hand side. Luis Enrique's energy is not dropping in the technical box. And half-time in extra time. Guys, I need to eat something. I'll take 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Croatia 3, Spain 5. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream. Keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BenjaminBloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Croatia 3, Spain 5. Just the 8 goals in this game for us. In the first half, own goal by Pedri. That's would have been the main thing in most games, wasn't it? Crazy own goal. Larbey equalising before half-time. Spain move into a 3-1 lead through Azpilicueta and Torres. But with 5 minutes to go, Orsic scored. And then Pasalic equalised in the 3rd minute of 6 minutes of stoppage time. Orsic, at the start of extra time, looked like he was absolutely at it. The Croats could have taken the lead 4-3 right at the start of the first period of extra time. But then, bang, bang, 2 goals in 3 minutes. Morata, touch and finish, right foot to left foot, and sticks it home. And Auzathoth with the second goal. And my satellite signal has gone down. Absolutely incredible. Shall we try turning it off and on again? Looks like I've lost my satellite signal, which could be absolute disaster here. I might have to go to an internet feed, which is really, really not going to be the one. Is it? Come on, satellite signal, back you come. I will pad for a minute. Have I got ITV Hub on here? Right, my satellite signal is back. Sincerest apologies for that. We lost about 30 seconds there. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, come on. Right, I think we're back. I'll give you a timestamp in a sec. It's a corner to the Croats. We are hopefully back. Whereabouts are you, Joe? I wonder if we're in the same location. 8 goals from 8 different players. I did not notice that. Incredible. Good chance for the Croats. Didn't see it, guys. Sorry, didn't see it. I won't even be able to wind back. I'll just see a black hole there on the satellite signal. Here come the Croats, though, down the left-hand side. It's pretty much the Croatians' tactic now. Give the ball to Orsic and let him run. But, Morata trying to run through there. He was, last man was Chileta on halfway. And he just managed to get a foot in. Ruiz carries the ball, trying to find Olmo. Ruiz, this is so open. The players are all, or 90% of them are just knackered, aren't they? Emotionally and physically. And Spain just sensibly keeping the ball. They need to do nothing other than hold on, but they weren't very good at that in normal time, were they? Here is Pau Torres. Back in to Simon. It's knocked back. Good play by the Spanish. Azpilicueta knocks in. There's just so much space now. It's clipped over the top. But it breaks down and Brecalo takes the throw in. Jordi Alba was trying to get down the left-hand side. Forgive me, I'm losing track after 11 substitutions and 8 goals in this game. Modric goes down. I'm guessing he's won the foul. No, throw in. Another one for Brecalo. Just got caught out, didn't he, by Morata. Brecalo, winger, playing it fullback when brought on for Croatia to try and get to extra time. And then, of course, you realise you've got to play extra time with a winger at fullback then. It's a poor ball given away. Alba wins it. Rodri. Auzathoth. Rodri gets it back. He's got to play the Busquets role now and just keep the ball in Spain's possession. 19:10 on the clock. Spain, cool and calm, playing it across the back. Croatia trying to get some kind of press going. Obviously, the game is 110 minutes old virtually now. I did not see that Jed Wallace has turned down a new contract. How long's he got left, Gary? That could mean they have to sell if he's got 2 years. Alba. Not back inside to Torres. Back out to Jordi Alba. Knocks it up the line. Luis Enrique, full of enthusiasm and applause. Vida throws it into Modric. Touch with the right foot, pass with the left foot. Vida just launches it forward. Big header. Alba's going to keep it in. Torres. Rodri tries to head it on. Modric sweeps out. Ruiz got lucky there. He slipped, but he still managed to win the tackle. Here is Olma. Big switch of play. Ruiz. Spain doing a good job of keeping the ball. Alba. Pau Torres. Spain have probably had the ball now for about 2.5 minutes. Here is Auzathoth. Game at jogging pace here, with Spain defending a 2-goal lead. Croatia 3, Spain 5. But they're exactly the team who'd want this type of challenge of just keep the ball. And they are doing just that. How many passes is this now from the Spaniards? Anybody counting? Olma knocks it back into Laporte. And the Spanish, very frustratingly for the Croats, still have the ball. This is a bit of a... oh, now they've given it away. It's hooked out. This is a bit of an exhibition match feel now. Ruiz knocks it off. It's good from the Spanish, isn't it? Alba. Clipped across. And it's worked down the left-hand side. Here is Jordi Alba. And I was going to say, finally, the Croats win it back. But Vida has been penalised for handball. Off goes Luka Modric. The great Luka Modric. There weren't people saying Spain wouldn't score enough goals in this tournament. Yeah, me, after 2 games. Couldn't hit a cow's backside with a banjo, could they? Then they've scored 10 in the next 2. Incredible. Croats look out of fight. They're just knackered, aren't they? They slipped in. I like your accent saying Auzathoth. I'm trying. I get so much criticism for my pronunciation. Final Croatia game for Modric. Possible. I'm sure he'll be asked about it 10,000 times. You see Gareth Bale storm off. after getting asked about that for the 10,000th time. Croatia finally have the ball. Brekalo inside. He's got it back. Have they got enough energy to muster an attack? Now they've finally got the ball. Nice ball through from Brozovic, but Rodri wins it. And the bad news for Croatia is it's just taken them about 2 to 3 minutes to win the ball back, and they've just given it away again. So Spain will hope to just ping it about for the remainder of extra time. Here's Ulmer. The ball switched across. Reeve. Alba. Torres home. Stick a fork in it. I said that before. Although this could really stick a fork in it. Morata. Oh, saved. Gilletta Carr was absolutely out on his feet there. He's getting treated for cramp now. He was literally running backwards. Gilletta Carr there. Morata should score, shouldn't he? But proper elephant racing there. They're just knackered, aren't they? We're getting lots of close-up of lots of very knackered Croat players here. And a very despondent Croat coach, Zlatko Dalic. It's a corner to the Spanish. Inside it goes to Olmo. Good feet. Olmo knocks it back to Alba. Rodri. Here's Ruth. And he goes back into centre half, and Spain just trying to suck the air out of this game. It's 26:30 on the clock for the second period of extra time. And it feels like they've had the ball for most of it, Spain. Auzathoth is fouled, surely. Gilletta Carr, number 5, is absolutely dead on his feet, the poor guy. He can't move. He's just fouling everyone. Just pulls his arm across him. Deary me. Fed down the line. Here's Auzathoth. Auzathoth inward and across now to Alba. At least no pens. Well, there we go. Small mercies. Torres knocks it back. Hopefully we're not saving them for tomorrow. Unless it's Sweden, Ukraine. Down the line it goes. Came off Pasalic last. I think it's a Spanish throw-in. So does Luis Enrique. Oh, no, it's not. Big pardon. Brekalo will take it. How cold is this coffee now? That will psych me up. Big switch of play. Here is Brekalo. Crosses it in, and arriving on the back post was Orsic, I think. But Simon, who was the big story 20 minutes into this game, comes and grabs it. It's played into the middle where there is more space than you could believe for Auzathoth. Out it goes to Olmo. Olmo puts the cross in looking for Morata. That'll do for Gilletta Carr. Straight at him. He just wafts his foot at it. Here is Ruiz. Alba. Nearly onto it there was Kramaric. And here is Rodri to Auzathoth, who's literally just jogging with the ball. We have 55 seconds of extra time remaining. Croatia 3, Spain 5. Yes, get the likes up. Hit like on the stream. Do it. France, Switzerland coming up after the catastrophe. Simon has had quite a good game. Yeah, I'd agree. Here comes Auzathoth for number 6. He squares it for some reason. Olmo hits the post. Auzathoth blocked up in the air. How have they not scored? Oh, goodness me. Should have been 6. I don't think it's going to matter a thing as Ruiz tries to curve it in the far corner. But I think that's going to be that. And I think referee Shakir is going to blow the whistle once this goal kick is taken. Another couple of chances go a begging. Spain's XG flies up a little bit more. And we are done. Extra time. It says 1 minute stoppage time. Is it really necessary? Deary me. Great game. Hope France produced the same. Do we need 3 more likes? I can never see how many likes we got. Yeah, hit like if you're in the chat. We have apparently 35 seconds of this to go. Morata's in again down the left-hand side. Vida chases him. Morata hits the shot side netting. Okay, and I'm going to say it again. After the next goal kick, surely the whistle will go. Spain could have got 6, 7, 8 in by the end of this extra time, couldn't they? Just the 5 is going to do for them. Croatia 3, Spain 5. 5 seconds of minimum stoppage time to go. The Spanish players are ready to celebrate. They're about to run on the pitch. And here they come because it's full time. Croatia 3, Spain 5. I think you all know what happened by now. I won't waste any more time talking about it. We are going to be back for France-Spain very soon. It may not be in 11 minutes at 7:45, but we will be back. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We'll be back very soon, but probably not at 7:45. I'm going to say over and out, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you for watching. It was Croatia 3, Spain 5 in a balmy second round game. Congratulations, Spain. They go through to face France or Switzerland. We find out who goes through out of those two next. Thank you for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.